On Friday afternoon, Donald Trump decided to post a photo of himself, an AI-created image, showing him dressed as the Pope and seated in the Vatican. He shared that on his official Truth Social account. It's not clear if Trump himself made it. I don't think he has the mental capacity to do that, but somebody within his group, his organization, his administration, made this fake image, and Trump pushed it out on social media to millions of people. This immediately sparked backlash, and not just amongst the liberals. It wasn't the snowflakes out there upset and offended. It was his own supporters that provided the loudest voices of opposition. People that have spent years hyping up Donald Trump, attacking Joe Biden, even people who are currently defending his trade war like he's the smartest man and we're all idiots. Those folks couldn't even stomach this disgusting image. And now let me, before I even read some of these responses that Raw Story put together, and they're pretty good, but I want to point something out here. I know, and look, I am a Catholic. I was born and raised. Granted, I'm a lapsed Catholic. I've not been to church in a couple decades, but I went through all the sacraments. I'm a Catholic by definition. Let me tell you that I do, in fact, find this offensive. And if you don't find it offensive, then let me pose it to you this way, right? Trump dressing up as the Pope, even in an AI image. Suppose Donald Trump had created an AI image of himself as the Prophet Muhammad. Would that be offensive? Oh, hell yeah, without hesitation. Suppose Donald Trump posted a photo of himself as a rabbi. He would immediately be labeled anti-Semitic. Rightfully so, by the way. But he does it to the Catholics. The Catholics, butt of everybody's jokes. And granted, yeah, they got a lot of problems in the church, and I'm not defending any of that. I've attacked it for decades. But kind of seems like Catholicism is like the one religion everybody's cool with just shitting on all the time. Right? Like, you can do that and not worry. You're not going to get labeled a bigot or anti-Semitic or anything like that. But this is equally as offensive. And I do think people need to understand that. And I think people need to kind of reflect a little bit and realize that no, regardless of what you believe, you don't mock other people's faith. You don't. You absolutely do not do that. Doesn't matter what the faith is. And we do know, obviously, there are some religions you don't do that. But for some reason, there's others that you absolutely are like, yeah, this is totally cool to do. So that bugs me. It genuinely really does. But anyway, here's the responses from some of Donald Trump's most diehard supporters. One of them, Rita Sellers, who once ranted that Joe Biden was a jackal who makes her skin crawl, said this: "I'm not a Catholic, but I'm a Christian and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. However, I do not think it was a good idea to have President Trump look like the Pope. He is no Pope. He is the President of the USA, period. This was disrespectful to the Catholic faith. There is nothing to laugh at. You all, whoever did this, really messed up on this one." Another one said, "Why did I ever believe you actually loved America or over your own hubris? You only love yourself, and I've never regretted voting for you more than I do today. Never again." That's a wonderful comment. Another woman, Rebecca Williamson, said, "I'm an evangelical Christian, never been Catholic, but I really wish you hadn't shared this. Your interview suggesting that being Pope was a bit cringy in itself, but this is borderline sacrilegious, no matter what your beliefs. Why must we fuel the fake news fires?" Okay. Another said, "Trump, I voted for you and I admire what you're doing for us." Like raising your prices on everything. You admire that? Cool. "But this is a mistake. Stop doing those mistakes. Messing with the Almighty may cause our demise. It's Christ who instated the papacy upon the first Pope, St. Peter, and here you are messing around with what's sacred. How dumb of you." Another said, "Who is advising you to post this photo, U.S. Pope, and past video, Trump Gaza? They're fired." It's spelled there, T-H-E-I-R, like a possessive. They're fired. Another one said, "This is a bridge too far for me." And another said, "I love Trump, but this post isn't funny." Pretty scary, actually. And it is, because this man's ego has no bounds, right? His hubris, as the one user pointed out, which I think is a great way to put this, that is what's driving this. He is a megalomaniacal crazy person, essentially. And that is what this image shows us. The fact that he even thought it was okay to post it shows us that he is completely disconnected from reality. He has no respect for anyone other than himself. That is what this image means to me. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.